Hi, Scorpio. This is Moonpie doing your love reading for November 2019. Please remember the energy is fluid, time is fluid. There is no definitive outcome. I'm just delivering the message for November. This reading will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Happy birthday to all of you Scorpios out there. I hope that you have a fantastic Scorpio season for yourselves. Okay, so I've already placed your cards, and believe it or not, this is the third time I've done your video. The second time I did it, my audio was just going in and out. This Mercury retrograde was pulsating through the video, so some of the messages could be heard, but then it kind of faded in and out. I will post a link below for any of you who can bear it and want to hear it. But I decided that I would do, I'm actually going to post both of the links. The first one that I uploaded a couple of days ago, I was kind of sitting on that a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is in the comments section, I will post the other two Scorpio videos for November and consider that a little birthday thing for you, little birthday gift. And whichever resonates is fine with you. But if you can sit through the second one, the message is good. It's just the audio. So I'm redoing it and putting out a third new messages here for you guys. So we'll take a look and see what's going on. The first thing I'm going to do is I have 3 decks that I want to pull from to get started. I want to take a look at your spiritual message, your lover's oracle angel message, and then a message from the romance angels to see what 3 things you need to know for this time period. Okay, give me just 1 second here. If my voice sounds a little off, it's because I had like a cold that just doesn't want to stop. So please bear with me if I don't sound like myself. Maybe I just need a Snickers bar. Okay, I don't know what that is. All right, let's take a look first to see what the romance angels love message is for you guys. For Scorpio. And hopefully the audio issue, if this audio issue doesn't go through, I'm just going to post it and upload it, and whatever will be, will be. Otherwise, the alternative is no Scorpio messages for November. So I don't want to skip you guys. Okay. Your love message. Oh, you have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Sorry, I'm in a new setup here. So, yeah, there's an energy here of opening up that heart chakra and speaking, expressing your love, talking, making a romantic gesture. All right, let's see what the spiritual message is from the Untamed Truth Oracle deck. Okay, it's time to manifest. Manifest that romantic gesture. So these are the energies that are playing out: an expression of love, romantic gestures, and a manifestation process that is beginning in November. Now let's just take a look here and see what your angel love message is, what you need to know. Okay, these 2 cards just flow out. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. And another manifestation card, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Wow, Scorpio, you have some interesting things going on here. Double manifestation, an expression of love, and a message of love happening in October. Let me look. Give me just a second here. I'm a little bit out of breath just because I'm kind of getting over like a flu bug of some sort. So I have to slow my roll here a little bit so I can get some air. All right, Scorpio, let's see. So the past position, the 3 of Cups. So this is an energy of Everything's gay. We're all having fun. Lots of celebration. It's never a serious card. Having 3 representing communication, having communication with the opposite sex, a lot of them, flirting, having fun, drinking, reuniting with friends and family, getting together for celebrations. If you're listening to this reading after Halloween, you may have been to a Halloween party, or you may be coming up on one that will soon be in the past. But either way, it's just, some of you may have had a reunion with someone as well, or communication with someone, or there could have been communication about reuniting with someone in the past, or going somewhere, spending some time at an event or a party, or it's just a card about really just celebrating. Have represented at some point, you met someone and you were on equal footing, you were on the same page, and there was just this energy where it progressed to the 3 of Cups, where there was just a celebratory time with this person, right? Or they and other friends, or I just feel it was a joyous time in the past, somewhere in the past. Everybody was happy. People were happy. The energy was light. There was no struggle. Or there's just this energy of like, you looking back on it now, or somebody looking back on it now and seeing how much easier times were before, or maybe in the beginning, when you and another person first met. Just an energy of like, things were just so great. It was just a joyous, happy time. There was no stress. But what I'm seeing here now in the present, somebody with the 9 of Pentacles is single. Somebody is single like a Pringle. And the challenge is commitment. I feel that you may have been dealing with someone who it could be you, it could be another person. There's a challenge to go home. Somebody is having a struggle or a challenge to go home, or to get into a committed marriage or a committed relationship. But there's also this energy of thinking it's time to do this now. All right, before I go any further, I just want to tell you who's on the board. So, of course, we have Pisces, Cancer, Libra to start, okay? For those of you who need to know, there could also be Virgo with the 9 of Pentacles energy. Interestingly enough, there's no swords except for the Justice card holding the sword. I'm not picking up air. Maybe you're an air sign with Scorpio somewhere in your natal chart. Maybe all that energy is drawn back to you. There's fire, of course, but those energies are very light. I'm feeling the strongest energy of Cancer, Pisces, and Libra. Now, that's only for those of you that want to tick that off and say, yep, that's my person. Otherwise, let it go. We're going to focus on the energy, because you will know who this reading is about based on, what I say and what the messages are that come through. I feel like somebody is done with the flirting and having fun, and they're a bachelor. This person is standing in this energy of being in their abundance, having money in the bank, having all of their, just single and independent. Not, this is not someone who's committed in a committed relationship, but they're being asked now to actually take a look at this. And perhaps that has something to do with the manifesting a miracle card being here and the manifestation card. Somebody is at this time in their life where I feel like they're ready to settle down. Okay. It could be the person you're dealing with, or could be you. Like I said, these energies can be reversed as well. But I know some of you are listening and saying to yourselves, I've been ready. So it could be your person. But I feel it's a benefit for them, and they're realizing, or they're coming to realize, that this is something that they need to do now, or that they want to do now. But it's a challenge for them. That's all. It's interesting to me that what's driving the reading and what's crowning the reading are both Pentacle cards. I feel that the universe is conspiring and letting this person know, who you're connected to, that it is time to make an offer. It's kind of strange. It's almost as if your person is speaking to the universe and saying, how do I do that? How do I do that? Because if you look, the way I'm seeing these two cards here, this is divine intervention that's happening here. This divine intervention is taking that coin and showing this person, this is how you have to do it. This, to me, this is a proposal of some sort, but this is something that comes through as a piece of, it's a materialistic piece, like a piece of value, like it could be a ring, or a token, right? This is something that you can touch and you can hold. And I feel like this person, the struggle for them truly was they needed to get financially stable. They needed to get to be in a place in their life where they could buy a home. They could afford to take somebody else on in a relationship or a marriage. I don't feel like I feel like the person you were dealing with was just kind of taking things in stride, taking life very easily, wasn't really, they weren't done sowing their oats, is how I feel. And now I feel like, now they're pretty much at the end of the line here with this. Because the next step after the Nine of Pentacles is the Ten of Pentacles, which is the best, one of the best cards you can get. I feel like this person is being driven now. It's almost as if they're looking around at their life and they're seeing that it's been kind of empty. There's been this here and that here and this here and that here, but that ultimate fulfillment has not really come in. They're being given this 10th pentacle to make this happen, and they want to share it with you, and they want to give it to you. You are their 10th pentacle. You are in the 10 of Pentacles, the kit and caboodle, the whole thing. This is the safety, the trust. This is the family stability, commitment, exclusivity, what everybody's looking for. Or just some type of gesture that says, this is it, you're the one. For me now, I'm not going to sow my oats anymore. That kind of energy. An expression of love, a romantic gesture. That's what that Knight of Pentacles energy is. And this person's being driven now by all of the forces surrounding them to make this romantic gesture. They've been given a gift to give to you. They're getting this spiritual download, these messages that, you know, is telling them, give Scorpio this coin, make this, secure this, seal it, bring this to that Ten of Pentacle energy, bring this to the security and the trust, bring it together, make it cohesive, this connection, make it exclusive, bring it now. Because the Three of Cups is just, it's light and airy. It's a fun card. And then you have all these pentacles right here. And then this Four of Wands, which is, you know, the celebration, the reunion, the coming together. So moving forward, the Page of Wands is here. So there's a crush. Somebody has a crush on you. There's going to be an expression of that. And I feel like that has a lot to do with the message. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. I feel that's connected to that. And the express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture as well. So there is definitely communication happening at some point moving forward. And it's sweet and it's cute. And that's what the Page of Wands is. And the Page of Wands is a messenger, you know, and he's enthusiastic. And he's got a little bit of that passionate, fiery energy. He doesn't have a lot like the Knight of Wands and his big red cape, but the Page of Wands has that beginning stages. The Page of Wands represents the spark. The Knight of Wands represents the fire. The King of Wands represents a massive blaze, right? So the Page of Wands is that spark, that communication that comes through. Somebody says to you, I feel the spark. I feel this spark with us. And maybe you've known them for a while and the spark really wasn't there. Maybe it was there for you and maybe it wasn't there for them. But now all of a sudden, it's like the way Cupid's arrows work. Cupid just shoots when he's ready to shoot. No matter how long two people have been together, you know, people could be friends for years. And then one day, they wake up and they're like, oh, what? What's going on here? What am I feeling? What's happening? I feel a spark. What is this? They get confused. They don't understand. We've known each other for so long. And then they say, well, what if this relationship gets ruined? What if I ruin our friendship? Because now I have feelings. And no, that's not going to happen. Because you're here listening and you feel the spark too. That's why you're listening to this. And now they have that spark. So that's the communication that comes in. Something begins to manifest. Look, you see that feather? And the first thing I was thinking to say to you is that if you see a feather, that should be a sign to you. But I didn't say it, but look, there's your feather in his hat. Sorry, my hands are shaking. There's your feather. That's the spark. That's the manifestation. That this is something that's beginning. Who is this person? Maybe you guys have just been acquaintances. Maybe you've been together forever, for a long time. 3 years or more. Maybe there's been 3 months. Maybe you guys have been out together a couple times. You went out to dinner, you went to some celebrations, maybe you went to some parties, maybe you met at a party, but nothing. You know, whatever was going on for however long it was going on, there was nothing. There was something, but that spark was not there. So the position of you here is the Ten of Wands. You're at the end of this struggle, Scorpio. And the 10 is October. So November starts this brand new manifestation process here. You finished your struggle in October. As you're listening to this right now, it is October 26th, I believe, as I'm recording this. So 5 more days. This is the last week of your struggle. the last 5 days of this month. It's coming to the end. You don't have to carry this burden anymore. You have been carrying a burden because you have been feeling something, but you haven't really done anything or said too much, or maybe you just kind of crept right back under your rock and just thought, well, it is what it is, and if it's meant for me, it will be. But now I just feel like all of a sudden you're going to get this message. And who is this message from? It could be from one of the signs that I said, or it could be somebody that you have had. You know, they say your person is the person that you first think of when you wake up in the morning, and they're the last person you think of when you go to sleep at night. That's your person. That's your one. That's your love. That's who your love is. And I don't want to hear, oh, they're not good for me. Oh, they're horrible. You know, I know there's this whole narcissistic thing going on in the community. It's like a witch hunt. And because people are hurt and they're struggling, and I get that. And not everybody is a narcissist. I mean, everybody's got a little bit of the ego traits going on here and there. But I don't feel like this is the person. I don't feel like if you're, look, how you feel is real. What you're feeling for someone, no matter who they are, what you're feeling is valid. And I know you're like, wow, I care about this person, but there's just something not right. And it's like, why do I have to feel this way about someone who's not good for me? Well, you know, I love chocolate cake, but it's not good for me. So I just try to manage it. And I'm not telling you if you're in a terribly, terribly abusive relationship. And this, I don't want you to, if you're in that situation, honestly, and you are trying to heal from that, listening to tarot card readings about love, relationships, it's not time for you to be doing that yet. You need to get some long time under your belt out of that connection and not even be focusing on love until you heal. And that's just my little thing for you. But I feel like for others who have not been dealing with this person, but you know, that type of a person, but there was just a struggle, I just feel like one of you was further along than the other and somebody's catching up here. And I feel like now the expression of love at the end of the struggle is coming. The burden is coming. Some of you, I will say, if you're single, there is somebody that you're going to meet or that you have met in the past at some type of fun event. Maybe you're out at a club or whatever, conference, whatever it was, where you were toasting or somebody was toasting, maybe in a wedding or anything, drinks, food. Maybe you met this person and you were like, oh, I like them, but nothing really happened with them. Well, yeah, something's happening. Something's happening with this person. Okay. They might ask you out on a date or ask to go out somewhere to get together and do something. And then this crush develops or this spark or this feather shows up, this manifestation. But whatever, either one, single or, well, if you're not in the relationship with this person, you're single. Whether you have someone or not, I feel like you're coming to the end of this connection. You're coming to the end of the burden is what I mean, the struggle. This person sits in a position of, they get a lot of acknowledgement. They may have fans, a lot of friends. They're popular, popular in their career, popular in their social circles, popular in school. Everybody loves them. They're the victor in a lot of things, or they're seen that way. They're put up on a pedestal. Popularity can be in many forms. So this person could be popular in entertainment or politics or anything like that. They get a lot of support. They're a champion. What else is with this person? Oh, the Chariot. So now we're looking at Cancer. Yeah, they're in movement. This person's in movement of some sort. They're either traveling or they want to take a trip. They could be traveling for work. If some of you are at a distance to each other, they could be wanting to travel to see you and gain reward from that or have a victory in that with you. But with the Chariot, I feel like you and this person are, and I think that you got this in the second Scorpio reading I did. And it's coming up again. It came up on your side and now it's coming up on their side. With these two sphinxes here, this is the yin and the yang. You two complete each other. There's a completing of each other. You fit together like two peas in a pod, or three peas in a pod. Well, two, because we don't want any third parties. There's balance here. One of you is dark and one of you is light. One of you is yin and one of you is yang. But you complement each other. This person knows this, and I feel they're going to be, they're just in the presence of taking direct action in their lives, taking direct action in staying on top in their career and in their social circle, and they want to be on top in your life or in your bed, whichever. They want to be on top. They want to be number one in your life, Scorpio. Hopes and fears, we have justice. Justice is a beautiful card. So what the message I'm getting here is this is a karmic thing here. There's a fear that whatever negativity came from your side, maybe you, whether, so I feel like, I don't know that karma can come back to you if you're not intentionally doing things. I think it can. Because if you do good by people and you're not like intending to get a reward from it, you still do get good comes back to you. So I feel like there's a fear that that whatever mistakes were made in the past don't come back to haunt you. But there's also a hope that you will be recognized for the good that you did also. And that things will be made right regardless. Like you're willing to take whatever hits need to be taken for whatever actions you took for things. You're open to that. And you are okay with, well, saying to yourself, I probably shouldn't have made that decision regarding that situation. And that's probably going to come back and bite me in the butt. But you know what? Fine. I made the best decision I could make at the time with what I had and what I knew. And that's the way it went. Okay. And you're more concerned with things being done right and truth and balance and honesty. And so despite your fears about any lies that were received or were sent, no matter what, all around, you want justice. You want what's coming to you, what's due to you, and you do fear that you're not going to get that, but I'm not worried about that. I feel you will, because there's a manifestation here, and there is a new beginning in your life. So whatever negative things that have happened in your life, like I said, with the 10 of Wands here, you're at the end of the struggle. And look, the Lovers is at the bottom of the deck. Now, was the Lovers at the bottom of the deck? That was for Sagittarius. The Lovers is here. Okay, Gemini energy. There's communication. There's reunion. There's reconciliation. There's exposure to one another. And the Devil's right under it. Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. fiery energy here. You know, whatever was toxic, whatever was difficult, tempting, troublesome, whatever lies, there's exposure coming. There's revealing to each other this connection. Archangel Raphael, it's quite blessed. Okay, there's a passionate energy, possibly for some of you, with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Otherwise, this Knight of Wands, these flames are growing. These flames are getting bigger. You know, it started with just this little spark, and it's turning into these, like, uh-oh, now things are catching fire here. Okay, so the moon is sitting here at the outcome. Things are getting revealed. Truths are coming out because justice is here, and justice is influencing the moon. It's not everything all at once. Okay, just like the Page of Wands. This Page of Wands is just it's a very light, young energy. But justice is influencing the moon, and there's this energy of you and this person having to walk between those two pillars, not knowing where you're going, not knowing how things are going to happen, how they're going to work out, how things are going to be. It's like walking blindly, both of you together, and only by the light of the moon you can only see a couple of steps ahead of you, but still willing to come out of that water and get on that path and take that walk together. Despite not knowing, it's walking in the dark with, you know, just a match lit. You can see just enough, and that's fine, because that's really what you should be doing. Because most likely you and this person, if you got together, you would just, flames would catch and then the whole thing would burn up too fast. And no, you just need that little bit of light to go slow, to pace yourselves through this, to get to where you need to be through the next step. There's no letting go of this connection. This connection, whatever this is, if it's someone from your past or whoever you're thinking about or somebody new coming in, yep, I just feel like there's a little bit of possessiveness here. Once somebody realizes, once that spark hits, for whatever reason, once that spark gets realized, then there's no turning back. And whoever's catching this quick crush spark, there's no turning back now. It's on. It's on. That's how I feel, Scorpio. Whoever you are dealing with or have been dealing with, you know, I keep shuffling and the Strength card keeps popping out. That's Leo energy. Somewhere between November 8th and November 18th, a 10-day period, I feel this energy will be at its peak. Okay? And I feel like there's going to be a lot of love on the 8th. And I was feeling that in your second reading. If you listen to it again, please forgive me, because the audio cuts in and out, and I'm not even going to leave the comments open, because I know you're all going to get mad. I'll put the link. I'm not going to post it for everybody. The link will be there. If you want to look at it, it's on you. But I did say in the second reading that I was feeling November 8th was going to be significant for some of you. Perhaps there's a birthday sometime between November 8th and the 18th. Within that 10-mark period, may be very significant for some of you. Okay? Yeah, wow. Definitely the 8th. This was the card that ended the second reading. The 8 of Pentacles. This is where I was collecting this energy from. So now this is just more confirmation that there's going to be effort. Something happens on the start of the 8th day of November, going through to the 18th. Effort, things get put in. There's going to be, I'm feeling that what comes around goes around energy with the infinity symbol, that justice, karma, whatever was due, whatever you feel was due you this time period. I feel like you're going to start getting it. Whatever situation you were sitting in and saying, I did all this, when do I reap my rewards, or when does karma come back around to help, right? It's going to. For whatever you've put in. For whatever you've put in, whatever you were hoping for, whatever you were wanting, you'll feel those energies at that time period. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Even with the lovers here, I feel like there's a very strong attraction. The lovers and the devil are very similar to me in the illustration of the cards, because the devil is like chained to this temptation. I mean, you guys, you and this person are. There's no doubt that this energy plays out between the two of you. But at the same time, you're both free you'll be free to expose. I don't want to say expose yourselves, like, like in a bad way, but to open up yourselves to each other, because it's a blessed union, you know. But I do think there are dark moments between you that can be very sexual and very like obsessive in nature. But I also feel like there's a very freeing energy about the connection. You don't have to hold on to each other to know that you both will coexist, because you both always come back to each other. If this is somebody new, that's how the energy will play out between the two of you in this connection. You both will always come back to each other. So I'm going to end your reading there, and I will repost the other two. And again, listen at your own risk, because the audio, you can hear the message, but sometimes the audio just kind of like muffles out, and then it comes back. You can still get the gist of the message, but I don't know about you, but when I listened back, I was getting mad, because I was like, I can't hear what she said, meaning me. It's like watching a television show and then your TV freezes up, and then it comes back on, but the section's gone. I mean, you can still kind of get the message. For those of you who really want to go for it, I'll leave it open for you. I can't promise that I'll put the first one. I might, but I'm just going to leave this here. Happy birthday. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. And I'm a bit delayed on the instant go readings because I had kind of a flu thing going on, that I'm not out of the woods yet. So anyone that's waiting for an instant go private reading, please know I'll be with you shortly. I'm just beginning to get my voice back now, and I will, if you want to get a private reading from me, the link is in the description box below, and I am doing a 3-month ahead. Just send me a message on the Instago app, and we can do what's coming for you in the next 3 months, what's coming towards you in love. All right, so I'll see you guys soon. Happy birthday. Take care.